Hey guys, welcome to my review for chapter 87 of Attack on Titan. Now I figured that there was more backstory to be told, which is what we got in this chapter. We got a ton more backstory. It wasn't as huge a bombshell as last chapter, just because, you know, that was when all the big revelations happened. But this is basically just picking up from where the last one left off and what happens to Grisha and his wife after they get ratted out by Zeke. They put all the traders on the boat, take them over to Paradise Island, and then they have them like all lined up on the wall, and this is basically how they execute people. They don't really execute them, they just turn them into Titans, but I mean, you know, that's basically like executing someone. They just line them all up, inject them with the serum, the Titan's spinal fluid, and then they just kick them over, they all turn into Titans, and then they go run off. They sent this one guy down as a sacrifice, basically, so all the Titans would peace off and go after him. Then Grisha has a really interesting talk with Klaus. Now, Klaus is the Marley soldier that was responsible for the death of his sister way back in the day. He keeps Grisha alive a little bit longer so he can interrogate him some more, trying to find out who the Owl is, the guy who's basically been betraying the military and providing Grisha and them with all of their information. And then in front of Grisha, they turn Dina into a Titan. Over the past month, a lot of people theorized this, and now this finally confirmed that Dina, Grisha's wife, is actually the Smiling Titan, the exact same Titan that killed Aaron's mother and Hans. So that's pretty crazy. I mean, obviously she's a mindless Titan and couldn't really do anything about it, but it's just interesting how like all of this is sort of connected. Seriously, if you read the first chapter, who could have predicted that the Titan that eats Aaron's mother was his father's old wife? Anyways, then Klaus is talking to Grisha, pissing him off, and he tells him that they pretty much plan to eradicate all of the Eldians. They're like, you know, we have peace now, but these guys be turning into Titans. We don't want that. We don't want any more new diseases to show up. So we're just going to end up wiping all of these guys out. Which makes me really curious to see what has happened since then, because the stuff we're seeing, the backstory, happened 20 years ago from the present in this story. So it's going to be interesting to see, like, if they went ahead with this plan, if they actually did kill all of the Eldians and no one is left. So Klaus is a horrible person. He's probably one of my least favorite characters in this entire series, and he's only really been in 2 chapters. Luckily though, he gets killed off. Turns out the Owl named Kruger was a soldier there with them, and he pushes Klaus off the wall. He rolls down to the sand dune, and then one of the Titans eats him. Like, tears his face right off. It was great. Then the chapter ends with he's like, yo Grisha, I'm the Owl, check out my Titan powers. He slits his wrist, turns into this insanely huge Titan, like holy crap. It sort of looks like Aaron's Titan form, but you know, like 50 times the size and way more buff, and then he, you know, gets there and he takes the Marley ship and he just like cracks it in half off the back of his neck, like holy shit. That was exciting. And also that's where the chapter ends. So this is really interesting because, you know, when like they're about to push Grisha off, like you know that there has to be something else that happens between this and the time when he shows up in the wall. So it's going to be really interesting to see the events that transpire now that the Owl has revealed himself to Grisha. In fact, this guy may actually be the one who helps Grisha inside the wall. He may be even the reason that Grisha was able to, you know, infiltrate the royal family and friggin' kill everyone, steal the Titan power. We also did get to see the border of Paradise Island. It's basically a wall. People were saying, oh, well, there's another wall around the thing, and yeah, there pretty much is. Now, about half of the chapter, it did cut to present day. We got to see Eren and Mikasa, who are doing a bit of time for breaking military protocol or whatever. Eren's just like having a bad dream, but then he's like, oh wait, all of this crap is real. Oh boy. We still don't really know what everyone's going to do to deal about this. They're obviously still in danger. The Marleys want to eradicate them, so they're gonna need to fight back. Like, the only problem is that they really don't have very many things to fight back with. They have 2 Titan shifters on their sides. The Marleys have friggin' all the Titan shifters, and the Survey Corps, their army, has been reduced to almost nothing. But anyway, overall, this was a great chapter. I love getting more backstory. Once again, people are going to go insane with the theories. I just love how involved this community is. Like, people go absolutely insane. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. You can leave your thoughts and theories in the comments below. I would love to see some of the stuff you guys come up with. You guys are crazy, and I love it. And I will see you guys in my next video, which will finally be my Rurouni Kenshin review.